Hello YouTube, welcome to my beauty nation. So to start, I'm going to go in with the serum. This is the YSL Top Secrets Beauty Sleep. And this is just a serum that you actually would use at nighttime. And I'm pretty sure that this serum actually is discontinued, but I'll go ahead and use it. The serum is targeted to be used at nighttime. However, right now I just want something that's moisturizing, so it's fine with me. And for moisturizer, I'm actually going to use Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I have been using this, as you may recall, in previous videos. I bought essentially the entire skincare collection just because I was interested, so I bought the whole thing. And, you know, I've used this off and on since I purchased roughly the entire skincare collection. I don't know what I didn't purchase. I can't recall. I may have bought the entire skincare line. So from what I've been using from Charlotte Tilbury skincare-wise, I have been satisfied with everything that I have used. It's just I use so much skincare, and sometimes I will forgo skincare. I won't use anything. So for me, I don't really have an established, I really haven't formed a valid opinion, I should say. Though you have a lot of YouTubers who put on creams and say they love it because they like the way it feels. So they collect thousands of dollars. That's interesting. Following in the footsteps of my previous video, I did review the All Hours Foundation Stick from YSL. Today I decided to go ahead and review the All Hours Foundation. This is It is the liquid, that's what I meant to say. It's the liquid formula. And I found it funny because I actually looked at my collection and I have two of them. So I don't know when I got these. I don't know. One of them, this is the one that I have actually used. So I'll go ahead and just continue using this one. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. I don't know where it came from. It's the life of a junkie, really. So I got the shade B70, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this on my hand. I will indicate this or mention this in the review as well, but this is a formula that is, of course, a full coverage matte liquid foundation. But the thing about it is that it oxidizes. So when you are buying a shade, and I put probably 3 drops on my hand, so that's why you're seeing so much product, and this really does spread a lot. So when you do actually go ahead and purchase this, if you do follow through with that and make the purchase, or if you get a sample of it, know that the shades you get will be darker than what you're seeing in person, so keep that in mind. Okay, so now that I look kind of crazy, I'm going to go in with a Dior foundation brush. This is a new brush from their range that they have come out with, and I have been using this for a few weeks now, and I like it. So far, anyway. Their previous brushes were not the business, which indicates why there was an overhaul. Ooh, this is looking scary. And like I said, I used this foundation or acquired it quite some time ago, so I don't remember the foundation because I know there is a YSL foundation that looks horrible on me in terms of the colors that are actually offered. I don't know if it's this one, but we're going to find out, so I'm going to keep going. Oh my God. Okay, I swear I used this foundation before, and I swear, is this the foundation that looks awful on me? Oh my God, I think it is. Because B80 is too dark, so B70 is what I have, and then I have 2 of them, so I didn't know why I have 2. I didn't know why. I can't remember. I don't know if I thought I didn't have it, so I bought it again. I don't know. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Okay, this may turn into a review I wasn't planning on reviewing. Or this review was not planned to go this way. Uh-oh. Well, the stick one's on point as far as the color. I don't know what I'm going on with this. And like on camera, it looks insane. It looks insane on camera, but in my face, it doesn't look like this. It is starting to oxidize. It takes a few minutes, And it's as far as oxidation is concerned, it is one of the faster ones that oxidizes. Usually there are some foundations I have that are, they'll take, a good 15 to 30 minutes. This one, about 5 minutes. See, like, it doesn't look bad. It does not look that insane is what I'm seeing on my monitor here. Oh my god, this looks insane. This looks splotchy. In the world happened? Oh no, man. It does not look like that in here. I'm like staring into a mirror. I don't see this. Ooh, girl. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer, as I always do. Perimeter of my head, face. Just to bring back, we'll just create more of an even look. Just because I am bald, as I always say. I still think I look crazy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This may be like an ugly look for me. I don't really know, but we're going to keep going. I'm also going to use the All Hours Concealer. This is shade 6. Shade 6 is more so like my skin tone. Personally, I don't like foundation that is extremely light, or concealer that's extremely light. I prefer, a moment. I don't prefer concealer that is extremely light as far as in relation to my skin. If I were doing drag or something like that, or if I were on a stage maybe, I would probably not mind it, and I probably would want it, but for day to day, I like concealer and foundation to match. It is what I believe in. I don't support all this extreme highlighting. It does not look good. In most cases, it does not look good unless you are, not necessarily you have to be like some super professional to do it. It's not that hard. It's just a lot of people, I don't know. It's something about, I don't know, sometimes people bake too long. Some people use just the wrong type of powder for their skin tone, and it just does not look good. And especially in cameras or on camera, in a photo, unless, if someone's using a cell phone and they take a picture of that person, Lord, it could be a mess. Okay, now I think, okay, my skin's calmed down. It's just something about having your skin, like, all uniform. I just like that look. That's the look I've always loved. Like, I like when foundation, it's just all even. And then of course you can have your highlighters, and your setting powders, but it can still be even. You can have your contouring. It just needs to be clean contouring. I don't like dramatic contouring for just the regular everyday look. I'm just going with a little highlighter. Of course, I'm using my trusty meteorites. I will eventually use other highlighters. I have so many, it's not even funny, but it's just what I have right in front of me. It's like my regular, that's why when I try foundations, or when I review them rather, I like to use just things that I normally would use on a daily basis. I always have meteorites with me, so that's what I'm going to use. It's turning out really good to me. It's looking real flawless. Dior Show Brow. Alright, and we are done. Hi guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing the All Hours Liquid Foundation from YSL Beauty, and I will also be reviewing the All Hours Liquid Concealer from YSL Beauty. First, of course, if you haven't done so already, please feel free to click down below and subscribe. I am back. I was gone for a few months. I was very busy. I may go into details about that. I mean, you have my birthday passed. I went to Las Vegas for my birthday. That was crazy. If you don't follow me on Facebook, you won't know these things, or Instagram. The best way to follow me on Instagram, all things beauty related, is My Beauty Nation. The All Hours Foundation, it comes in 33 shades, if I'm not mistaken, and they are claiming that 9 of those 33 shades are for deep complexions or deeper complexions, and also it retails for $54. The All Hours Concealer comes in 9 shades, and only 4 of these shades are for deep complexions, and this one retails for $34. And I don't know if it's just me, but when I was actually trying this and looking on their website, I did notice that there is a different shade. There's a BD75, and I feel like when this first came out, it didn't have 33 shades. Maybe it's just me. I don't recall it having so many shades, because this did come out, I think maybe about a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. But when I purchased this, I bought it in B70 because it was the closest shade, because B60 was very light and B80 was too dark, and there was no BD80 or BD75 at the time. But on their website, there is a BD75. I would say that this one I actually would not wear specifically because I know that they actually have a BD75, which would be something that would have more warm undertones in it, or actually warm undertones, because the shade I have is B70, and B70, as you saw me actually applying it, it was extremely, like, it just looked scary. But of course, this foundation, as I've mentioned, it does oxidize rather quickly. 5 to 10 minutes is going to get darker. And so as you can see on camera now, the color is still lighter, but it's not crazy. And it actually is still wearable for me. But I think if I were to do this again, because again, like I said, I have 2 of these. Again, don't remember why. But if I buy this again, I would buy it in BD75. So ultimately, this foundation is your standard liquid foundation with a matte finish, has 24 hours of wear, or up to 24 hours of wear. So that means that it should last for a very long time on the skin. I don't know why anyone would be wearing foundation that long. Not that you can't, you know, if you're a lady of the night. As far as first impressions are concerned, because I did, like I said, I've had this for a while and I've used it before, so I don't really have an established opinion. So this really is first impressions as far as what I can show you for now, as far as what I've experienced. It definitely does give you a matte finish. It's very problematic as far as the oxidation is concerned. So you may get a color like you think it actually is the color for you, but after you leave it on for a few minutes, it's going to oxidize. So that's one of the main problems I have with this foundation. Also, you know, it's a medium to full coverage. It definitely does cover very well. It's a typical matte foundation. It's very similar to their stick foundation that I just reviewed. It's the same type of thing where you get the same type of effects. I think out of the 2, I would probably prefer the stick to the liquid, only because the shade is just weird. I don't like how I had to work so much to get the color back into my skin. And also I know that it's more of a neutral to warm, and because it's neutral, has any neutral in it at all, that's not something that's for me because I have a lot of yellow in my skin, so that doesn't really work for me. You know, because I like something that is a true warm foundation, because if it's not, it's going to look strange on me, which is why I feel the way I feel wearing this. I think it looks okay. I don't know how this is going to translate on camera once I go through and look back at this. We'll look at the video. It's an okay foundation. I think if you're someone who is very oily and, you know, you need a matte foundation, I would say check this out. I'm not really thoroughly impressed with this. There's better matte foundations out there. If you need a matte foundation, I would say go to Cover FX, even Dior's Forever, their newest foundation that I reviewed. There's a lot of great matte foundations, and I just don't feel that this one's it. I just don't like the way it feels going on. I don't like the way it takes, you know, you have to take some time to make sure that it actually matches you, or even kind of matches you, because I don't really feel like I look nice with this particular foundation on. Definitely leave comments below. Let me know what you think about this foundation. As far as the concealer is concerned, I don't enjoy that this has only 9 shades and only 4 of them are allegedly deep. And I say allegedly because to me, and to most people of color, specifically African-American people, when you think dark, this isn't it. You know, when people look at my skin, someone who's African-American, if you looked at my skin, you wouldn't call me dark. You know, it's kind of like, it's just like with foundations in general. It's how you see certain brands will look at someone and say you have a dark complexion when you really don't have a dark complexion, because if you're talking to another person of color, they know that that's not considered deep to them. This foundation or concealer, I'm wearing shade 6. This concealer, you do have some time to play with this one. It doesn't dry really quickly like the Tarte Shape Tape. This is a nice concealer. I will definitely use this again, but the foundation, not really. Even if I got BD75, I don't think I would like this. I don't know. it's one of those things where you have to see this in person. It's not a on camera type of thing. I have, you know, I take very good care of my skin. So for me to have these issues, and I know that I've been exfoliating, but I didn't have that issue when I just did a review with the YSL Stick Foundation and other foundations that I wear. Maybe it works for you, just doesn't work for me. But you may want to check it out, the foundation. But the concealer definitely is a go. It is only $34, so it's not an expensive concealer. Though it is a long wear concealer, it's not one of those where it like dries and is like crackly and all that stuff. See, the concealer I have used multiple times. It's this that I haven't really used much, so this one's more of a first impression, but I have used this more than once. But yeah, this is a go, I would say. This, no, I don't think so.